Okay, with a show of hands, how many people used a car to get here? Please don't lie. Come on, everyone used a car, including me. So what you guys are going to observe is the amount of carbon dioxide produced by 1 liter of fuel burning in your car. See that? All of that? If I would have put excess, more would have come up. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Siddiqa Mohammadali, and today I'm going to be discussing this pressing matter, climate change. According to Google, what is climate change? Climate change is the average change in the temperature over a long period of time. Now let's dive in to why I chose this topic. I chose this topic because I was stuck in a banda. I'm sure all of you know what a banda is, for 2 hours because I did not check the weather forecast. So I had to go for my bio tuitions, but unfortunately, I didn't see the forecast and I was stuck in that banda for 2 hours because it was continuously raining and I was incredibly unproductive. Now, let's jump into the causes of climate change. Climate change is caused by burning of fossil fuels. Why are fossil fuels burned? Fossil fuels are burnt because of our needs, our energy needs. As humans, we're getting greedier day by day. Our population is increasing day by day. This causes our energy needs to increase, leading to burning of fossil fuels. Burning of fossil fuels leads to emission of carbon dioxide. According to statistics, there has been a 50% increase in carbon dioxide emission since industrialization. Can you imagine how much that is? Another reason is the high demand of meat. I'm sorry to all the people who are going to have mishkaki and mundu for their iftar, but a high demand of meat has caused an increase in livestock keeping. This has led to an increase in methane, which is also one of the greenhouse gases. All of these greenhouse gases collectively contribute to global warming, which is the main reason why we feel so hot in Dar. So, as an individual, what can I do to cope with climate change? There are two ways. Either you bring the change about in yourself, or you just rely on technology. Personally, when you depend on yourself, what are you doing? So, as an individual, you are using the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. I'm sure all of us have heard about it since we were young kids. So, the main purpose of using the 3 R's is to reduce our carbon print on this earth. However, all of this requires a collective effort. I, as an individual, cannot cause a change unless I have the support of everyone around me. So, factors like carpooling, factors like taking the bus instead of using your own car, situations like switching off the lights at home. All of this contributes to saving yourself from climate change. However, it does this when you are doing it collectively and not just as an individual. So many people would think instead we should use technology and depend on technology to save us from climate change. How is that possible? As technology has advanced, we have renewable power sources like hydroelectric power, we have solar power from the sun. Now, let's take a country as an example. The country's name is Norway. Norway produces 90% of its energy using hydroelectric power. Another alternative we could use is by using sustainable agriculture. So what we want is less input, more output, one of the other factors. And the third and last factor is we can use electrical cars. Although they're not available in Dar es Salaam, but we can use cars like Tesla or Nissan Leaf, if that's how it's pronounced. Yeah. So to conclude, we are the custodians of this earth. Allah has made this earth our responsibility so that we can improve it. we can protect its inhabitants. According to Surah number 6, verse number 165, Allah has said, we are the custodians of this planet, and just the way it is us, Allah has made us the successor. Everything depends on us, how we use our resources and how we produce about an output. So, we are all one action away from being what we foresee for the coming generations. It is our responsibility to start the change. Hashtag, let's be the movement. Let's cause stopping of climate change.
Someone that's sweating related to the climate change.
Probably nervous.
No worries. Siddiqa, thank you for taking us through a very different and interesting topic. Judges, questions?
So thank you for that. I've seen that you kind of went on both sides here. You're not really picking a side. You're saying that there's an element of individualism, but also technology.
It's true. Do you want to know the reason why?
I want you to pick a side.
Okay, so in a country like Dar es Salaam, in a country like Tanzania, in a city like Dar es Salaam, where we do not have access to sustainable sources of energy, our main source of energy in Tanzania is coal, burning coal. That's our main source of energy. So in our situation, in our community, in our environment, I would prefer the first option, individualism. So when you are the change at home, your family sees you. Once your family sees you and your neighbors, the people around you, you will bring about the change.
You think so?
Yes. Let me tell you a story. So I remember a few years back, I was very against using plastic bottles. And I always used to tell my mom, it's not right, you know, we're using these plastic bottles, uhaina bottle, we're just drinking pani and just throwing it in the dustbin. Where does this end up? So I started educating my family at home. I told them, you see, all of these plastic bottles, they end up in the sea. They end up in the wrong places. They're not recycled. And that's actually caused an impact on them. Today, they are slightly different than what they were, but there is an impact. See, you have to be the change that you wish to see in people.
So, Siddiqa, if I were to tell you right now, you have been given this platform, say, by the community, by the mayor, be the change that you want to see. What exactly are you going to encourage or enforce right now? Because if you tell me that most of the people in this room cut down on meat, that's not going to happen.
It's true.
I'm on the
Facts.
countdown to my Eid. I am on the countdown to my Eid biryani. I know this is a month.
Please invite me home.
But I feel it's more month of feasting for most of us. So think of a practical way. If you're given a platform by the government, by the community, to make maybe 3 points, which we all can practice and make a change to this climatic imbalance that's happening, what would they be?
So first, we should apply those 3 R's in our life. Reuse, recycle, and anyone? Exactly. So we have to reduce our waste that we are producing. We have to be more efficient with it. So for example, I have this dress, but for Eid, I really want a new one. Instead of buying the new one, I can alter it, make it into something fashionable, more latest to the fashion, rather than buying a new one and throwing the old one away. Okay, the other one was reuse, recycle. Recycle. The plastic bottles, even if you buy a high bottle, okay, you bought it. Make sure you can use it again. Like my mom, instead of buying those fancy milk jugs, she puts some of the milk in the high bottles. She reuses them. And the last one was reduce. Yeah? So you have to cut down on your needs. Buy it if it's very necessary for you. Do not be extravagant. See, asraf should not be done. The second one would be, sorry, could you repeat your question again? How would I push it to my family?
To the community.
Oh, to the community. Alhamdulillah, as you can see, our community is already doing so well. When we go for niyaz, we do not get reusable plates, but we get those, what plates are they called? Those proper plates that can be reused all over again. So our community is already taking one step. What I would like to tell them is to continue reinforcing that. I know people have hygiene issues with the plates and stuff, but that should not discourage them. They should keep on moving, and I'm pretty sure that we can do much better than what we are doing right now. And the third and the last final one would be, tough choice, let me think.
Sure, we'll give you some time to think.